Wow, one of my favorite pasta dish, tortelloni out of vodka. Very simple to make. 4 or 5 ingredients. I promise you, you're gonna love making it. Make sure if you like the video, it gives us a thumbs up, ring the bell, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. You're gonna love this one. Okay, friends. Do I have a good recipe for you today? One of my favorite pasta. Some people say to me all the time, well, you say it's always your favorite. You know what? If it's not my favorite, I'm not doing it. I have been doing this for 54 years. I'm only cooking the stuff I love. And that I love. A tortelloni, you can buy the tortelloni made already, okay? Or you can make it yourself if you got nothing else to do. But you can buy some good tortelloni at the grocery store today. Most grocery stores have the good brand is Buitoni. Of course, it's better if you go to a good Italian market. They make it by hand and everything. But not everybody's got time or the access to this. So I do stuff that you guys can buy at the grocery store, okay? That's what I love to do. This one, we're going to put a little bit of butter. This is my emotional support bowl of butter, folks. I gotta have butter. I love butter. And nothing wrong with using butter. And for those of you that use margarine, yeah, I hope you know it's 1 molecule away from acrylic, okay? But if that's what you like, that's what you like. That's what you eat, okay? But in here, we're going to use butter. So here's what I'm going to do, okay? It's a very simple recipe. I got my mise en place. That means everything is prepared before you start. By all means, when you make a recipe like this and it's so simple, you got to have everything ready in advance, okay? Oh, one more thing, because I'm talking. For those of you that want to show the recipe, go to TikTok, whatever they call them. They do very short recipe. My recipe, I do it live with you. So if you have your mise en place ready, you can do it with me. We do it together. That's why it takes a little time sometimes. You know, it's not like a 3-second recipe because we take a little time, right? What we're going to do, we're going to put some shallots. Shallots, if you don't have shallots, use onion. Especially if you are in the May, June, July, August, you use the Vidalia onion. The Vidalia onion is very, very sweet, okay, delicious. All right, so we got a little shallots in there, and I have some prosciutto di Parma. Prosciutto di Parma. If you're going to get a prosciutto, you want to try to get the prosciutto di Parma. Prosciutto di Parma is wonderful. Look, normally when you buy the prosciutto, you go to the store and you say, I want the thinnest, like paper thin prosciutto. Prosciutto and melon. I mean, you have to have it so thin that it melts in your mouth. But in this case, I get the prosciutto about 1/4 of an inch. Look how thick it is. You see, I get it about 1/4 of an inch thick. And the reason why I do this is because I cut it in strips, and then I cut it in little cubes. And what I'm doing right now is I'm tenderizing it. I'm making it nice because prosciutto is very tough. You know, prosciutto di Parma is not tender. But what I'm doing right now is I'm tenderizing it. And I promise you, this is such an easy, beautiful recipe. If you could be here right now to smell the shallots that are cooking with the butter, the milk protein in the butter is slightly caramelizing it, and the fat from the prosciutto di Parma, oh, baby, it's very sexy. So a little bit of tomato puree. We're going to cook that tomato puree. We're going to do somewhat of a caramelization of the tomato puree so they get sweeter, you see? And we're going to cook it. We're going to just cook it right there. We're going to do little caramelizations of this. So it's very important that we do this step right here, friends. We want to try to caramelize that tomato puree a little bit, okay? It's really, really important. And when you do this, be careful not to burn the side of the pot. So you know what I do? Look, I go like this. You see what I'm doing with the spatula, friends? I'm cleaning the thing so everything is in the bottom of the pot. I'm using a wok, but a fry pan would be perfectly fine. I like to use those wok. They're wonderful. This wok right there, they're wonderful for electric because they got a hot plate underneath, and it works wonderful. I really, really like it. So now I'm going to deglaze this with a vodka. Okay? Now, normally you want to flambe this, but I'm not flambeing it. I'm not flambeing it because I got a mirror above, and it's going to flambe the mirror too, okay? So here we go. You can flambe it if you want. Look, it's just like this. Well, actually, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Now we're going to put some fresh tomatoes. Those tomatoes have been peeled and diced. It's a tomato concasse. But you don't have to do that. You can just take a chopped tomatoes, okay? I want to make it easy. I don't want to make it complicated, right? So chopped tomatoes will be perfectly fine in there, right? Little cherry tomatoes, chopped tomato. Then I'm going to put some cream in there. Okay, now how much cream you put in, friends, is based on how much pasta you're doing. Right there, I only got about 11 to 12 ounces of pasta. Then I've already been pre-cooked, part cooked. But not completely. They're like 70% cooked. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish to cook them in the cream. What's going to happen is the cream is going to finish the cooking process. So there's also cheese, tortellonis. So the cheese is going to soak up the cream. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to put it right in there. They're cooked already, remember? Just going to put them in there, and we're going to cook this. And what's going to happen, the starch in the pasta is going to thicken the sauce, and the pasta is going to suck up some of that cream on the inside, and it's going to finish cooking it. And this is going to be amazing. And then we're going to add some Parmigiano Reggiano at the end. So we're going to let it cook this for a minute. We're going to let it reduce, okay? It's going to take about 3 or 4 minutes. So we're going to let it do this, and we'll come back in about 3 or 4 minutes. So 3-4 minutes, that's however long it takes. As you can see, it reduced. The cream got thicker. The heavy whipping cream is what you want to use. You don't want to use that light cream stuff because that doesn't cook so well and it doesn't thicken. And what happened is the pasta finished cooking, right? Because the pasta were about 80% cooks. We don't want, you can do that without a pasta. Okay, you can do it with penne pasta. You can do it, it's traditional to do with penne pasta, but I don't do traditional stuff. That's why I like to make it with tortelloni. It's delicious. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it, right? And what happened is the cream thickened by itself because it always does that anyway. Heavy whipping cream, when you cook it, it reduces. And then we're going to add a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano. We're going to put some in the sauce, and then we're going to put a little bit at the end, okay? A little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano, and that's also going to help us thicken. But it's mostly then the cream itself thicken it, and also the pasta, the starch from the pasta, help thicken it a little bit more, okay? So, however you want it to have it liquid, I like it to be, I don't like it to be too thick. I like it to be kind of liquid. And look at this right there. Let me tell you, friends. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, baby. I serve it in my favorite pasta plate. Look at this. This is my risotto plate also. I serve a risotto in there. This is wonderful. See, it's very elegant. It's very simple. Look at this. See, you don't have to make it like, oh, yeah, baby, look at this. You don't have to make a full. You can decorate it if you want with a few chopped tomatoes. The chopped tomato that I made, the concasse, right? A little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano right there on top. You can grate it fresh if you want it at the last minute. I did it this morning. And then right there, my friends, let me turn this off. Right there. Oh, let me tell you something. The reason why I do those things is because I love to eat it. All right, so I'm going to eat some of that because this is amazing. And a lot of you have said to me, you don't taste the food. Well, I don't want to be rude eating on the camera, but if you want me to eat it, I remember my mom said, don't speak with your mouth full. This, my friends, you have to try to make this. Very simple. You just need a few ingredients. I'm going to publish the recipe on the website. Remember, if you like this recipe, ring the bell. So every Thursday you get a notification that we got a new video. Subscribe to our channel. And if you like it, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.